AFTV, we've got Lee Gunner. Lee, what can I say, mate? That was pretty horrific in the end. Started off fairly promising. You know, we were defending, we were closing down, we were looking like we were really up for the game. And then you're thinking to yourself, all right, they're sort of starting to get into the team. They're starting to get into the game. City, they're starting to create a few chances. But you're like, yeah, we're still hanging in there. And then just before halftime, I don't know what a mistake that was. And then that was it. That was basically the end of the game.
Do you know what, Robbie, right? All week, all lockdown period, everyone said this is a great time to play City. Kevin De Bruyne has put a bit of puppy fat on. Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne masterclass tonight yet again, by the way. Man of the match again. Best midfielder on the planet. And I'm shocked how not only we gave him so much time and space, but the fact that we see how much time and space he got, and then we didn't rectify sticking a man on him, a man marking him. That geezer had the freedom of Manchester every time he got the ball. First 20 minutes, I thought, hey, we look all right. Eddie Nketiah dinked one over the bar, albeit it was offside, but he didn't know. But after that, you know, Xhaka went down. I hope he's well. Right, listen, big up that Garcia guy, by the way, because his goalkeeper cleaned him right out, mate, and that looked really naughty. So I hope he's all right. Pablo Mari went off. I think that when he went off, that kind of changed a little bit of the dynamics of the game. I wouldn't say that the result would have changed, because I do think that at that point they were turning the screw a little bit, and we looked like we were coming out the traps quicker than we should have. Yeah, it was like, let's go for it, try and get a goal. And I don't know, try and surprise them. But then we run out of steam real quick. And then it was just a masterclass. When I see the starting lineup, I thought, okay, it's not the starting 11 I would have gone with, but you've done something that I've wanted you to do. And I've said for 2 weeks that I want you to do. Throw the kids in, because they can't do any worse. And guess what? The result was the same as it always is. The thing for me is David Luiz, right? You know, you can't legislate for David Luiz moving like Shakira, the hips don't lie and all that, yeah, with the first goal. What was he doing, man? Yeah, the second one, just let Mahrez go. Yeah, just let him go. The keeper was
coming. He's done the same thing at Chelsea that time.
Bruv, he's given away more penalties for Arsenal than he did in 2 stints at Chelsea. The guy's a liability. I've heard people say all summer, yeah, and all through this lockdown period, oh, but the experience. Yeah, but if you're experienced at giving away penalties left, right, and centre, what are you teaching them young'uns? Yeah, you know, I didn't expect us to win. I thought we'd lose. We did lose. And the one thing I will say here, I'm not having a dig at Arteta, because, like I said, I do rate him for throwing all the kids. He had 5 kids in that team. Yeah, one thing I do want to call him out on: what's Martinelli done to you? Yeah, what's Pepe done to you? As if you're going with Reece Nelson and Lacazette, who Lacazette, by the way, has only scored 3 away goals in 3 seasons against the current Premier League teams. But you're not going to put our main guy, 72 million, on, and our player of the month in January has barely featured since. For me, that was just wow. But listen, did anyone expect it really? Like, expect us to win? Probably not.
Yeah, but you know what? It's the manner. The defending was, you know, it's. You said masterclass, but anyone can have a masterclass when you have that shocking defending. It was shocking. You know what I mean? You want to hang in games, and then maybe you could catch them on the counter, and then maybe later on you can switch it up and bring on some. But all game plans go out of the window when you make these type of mistakes.
No, of course they do. But at some point, right, we need to start. Listen, I don't want to go over the top. It's the first game back. It's against the second best team in the league, the current champions that could win the Champions League. So I don't want to go over the top of it. Their bench would start every single game for us. Their bench was a choke tonight. Yeah. And that kind of sums up how they see us, that they can put Aguero on the bench. Yeah. And other players on the bench. What was our striker doing tonight? What was our captain doing tonight? Because I want to say this real quick, Robbie, yeah? Right? When Alexis Sanchez was flapping his arms around and having a paddy on the pitch, we've been there, we've been at the games, and people were calling him out saying, he don't want to be here, this, that, and the other. All I see Aubameyang do tonight was wave his arms around and get the ump. Why does he get a free pass? Because Alexis.
Don't you think he'd be very frustrated? Maybe thought he should be playing down the middle, because he hardly touched the ball, did he?
He didn't touch the ball at all, and he was playing down the middle for most part. I know he kept coming out to the left, but at the end of the day, Robbie, he's the club captain, right? And when the chips are down, right, I'll give an example. I think the shot that Sterling dinked over the bar. Watch it back again. Aubameyang stood still and let him have that, and I think it was De Bruyne passed it into Sterling. Yeah, he could have tackled De Bruyne. He stood still. That's our club captain. And when you've got young'uns on the pitch, 5 youngsters on the pitch tonight, and they're looking at the club captain throwing his arms around, yeah. Listen, I don't want to dig him out too much. Yeah, there's obviously something going on behind the scenes. He's come out and said what he said. Arteta's come out and said what he said. There's obviously something going on. You can't legislate for David Luiz doing what he did, but then maybe you can, because we've seen that story already this season. Yeah, but at the end of the day, I didn't expect us to win. I'm not even angry about it.
And let me just ask you before we go there. Obviously, you're always a huge critic of Ozil, but you do this all the time to me. No, but I've got to ask you, were even you surprised that he didn't make, there's 9 men you're allowed on the bench now, and he didn't even make that? Even you must have been surprised by that.
No, I said in my preview and in my videos leading up to this, the geezer gets a nosebleed as soon as he goes past Watford Gap on the M1. Yeah, there ain't no way he was ever going to Manchester City away. And do you know what, Robbie, right? The last 2 away games we've won against top 6 teams was Man City in 2015. He was on the bench. Before that, it was Tottenham away in 2014. He never played in that either. Yeah. So when I see he weren't in the squad, I was like, actually, we might have half a chance here. How stupid was I? Yeah.
Right, well, listen, Lee, thanks very much, mate. Let's talk on Saturday, and hopefully we can maybe talking a bit more positively after. Hopefully, we need to get back on track.
Thanks, Robbie.
Football is back.
Back again, yeah?
AFTV will be bringing you comprehensive coverage of every game from now until the end of the season.
Football's #1 narcissist is back. Back again, mate.
AFTV, back again.